Hi, good morning. My name is Moo Shu Key. My metric number is A21A3303. Today, I'm going to present my assignment about Tealive's company for my Fundamental of Management. This is Brian Lu. He is the founder and Chief Executive Officer CEO of Loop Holding SDM PhD. Before taking steps into entrepreneurship, Brian Lu was initially intent on becoming a biochemist. Later, he found that medical sales is not his cup of tea, and he decided to make his mark in the local food and beverage industry instead. Then, Brian Lu successfully take tea to a higher level with Tealive. Tealive is a Malaysia well-known tea brand. Tealive was unveiled by Brian Lu and his company Loop Holdings SDM PhD in February 2017. After his company was terminated by Taiwan-based La Cafa International Limited to contract as the franchise holder for Chatime in Malaysia. This is because Taiwan's disagreement over the business direction of Chatime in Malaysia. Tealive has continued in brew tea business into becoming the largest lifestyle tea brand in Southeast Asia, which currently brewing strong in 650 outlets across the 3 continents. What is management? Management can be defined as a process of get the things done by effectively and efficiently with and through people. The meaning of effectiveness is doing the right things, while the meaning of efficiency is doing the things right. There are 4 management functions which are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Planning represents the process of establishing goals and clarifying the necessary steps to achieve them. This including measuring opportunities, establishing goals, formulating strategy plans to achieve goals, and forming specific action plans for coordinating various resources and activities. For example, the Chief Executive Officer CEO, Brian Lu, plans to have 400 more new Tealive stores in Malaysia within the next 3 years after they had just opened their 600 store base in Johor. Organization is the process of division of departments, distribution of right, and work coordination in the organization in order effectively achieve the goals determined by the plan. For example, Brian Lu and his company Loop Holding SDM PhD built their organization to accept anyone and bring them into an inclusive training module through the 7-day training program. They are less worried over training dropping out because the amount of time invested in the trainees is minimal in comparison to the past program of 28 days. Leading is a process in which managers use their power and prestige to influence, guide, motivate all kinds of people to work hard to achieve their goals. For instance, the biggest difficulty admitted by Brian Lu is bridging the gap of old and new employees. After that, controlling includes establishing control objective, measuring actual performance, conducting difference analysis, and taking corrective measures. For example, although Tealives have over 600 outlets, they're still able to control their employees and the quality of their drinks. So, who is the top manager of Loop Holdings SDM PhD? Brian Lu is the Chief Executive Officer CEO of Loop Holdings SDM PhD, which is the top manager of Loop Holdings SDM PhD. He has an excellent business mind. He started his first business when he was 7 years old. 10 rules of 10 top manager performs in organization. As the figurehead an organization, top manager has the responsibility to preside over some ceremonies such as welcoming important visitors, having lunch with important clients. For example, Brian Lu had invited Dato series to their opening ceremony of the first Tealive drive-thru in East Malaysia. Second, managers are responsible for the work of the members of the organization, and at this point constitutes the role of the leader. For instance, Brian Lu built his employees upon 4 values which are entrepreneurship, patience, teamwork, and honesty. In order to obtain information or resources to complete the work of the organization, top manager must make contact with people inside and outside the organization. For example, Tealive collaborate with Petronas so that they can launch Tealive in Petronas stations. Hence, this also fulfill the goals of open more outlets in Malaysia. Monitor roles involve searching, receiving, and filtering information that may have an impact on the organization. As an example, Brian Lu stepped in to handle the matter when he knew about the netizen who found cockroach in Tealive drink. He checked the CCTV in the store and believed that the cockroach was not placed in the drink by his staff. Despite, he still treated all complaints fairly and apologized to the customer. In the role of disseminator, the collected information must be evaluated and transferred to the organization. The meaning of spokesperson role of a top manager is top manager representing the unit department and expressing opinions or talk to people inside or outside the organization. For example, manager present the annual report or give a speech to the people outside of the organization. For instance, Brian Lu had participated in the new talk show Small Business Big Ideas by Astro to answer the questions about entrepreneurship for the audience. Managers are the role of entrepreneur when seeking to improve organization performance. Manager may improve organization performance by using new technology to adapt to a particular job. After that, the role of disturbance handler makes the manager a responder to change. In organization, they are often to have conflicts. When manager feels such pressure, they must minimize the conflicts in the organization as soon as possible. For example, Brian Lu ensured that older employees are still able to develop their careers within the company, while also giving new employees the opportunity to lead the company. Due to the organization only has limited resources, based on the principle of efficiency, manager must decide the duties and resource allocation of each department. The resources can be referred to money, time, power, equipment, and personnel. For example, Tealive has sold a strategic stake of 30% to private equity firm Creator. This is because the strategic partnership will take Loop Holdings as the PhD to the next level. As a negotiator, the manager will meet with specific individuals or groups that are inside or outside organization to discuss dispute or discrepancies about a matter. Why innovation is important to CEO Brian Lu Jobs? Innovation is important to CEO Brian Lu's job because innovation is the core of a company. Without innovation, a company will lose its core competitiveness. For example, Tealive through breakthrough innovation and product design. Looking forward to redefining the future of tea in a world that cares. They produce Malaysia's first strawless bubble tea cup, which is eco-friendly and reusable. How technology changes the manager works today. Technology have changed the manager works today by improving and lighten the work of manager. Manager can monitor all their employees through digital workplace no matter that distance is far or near. They can easily contact each other without face-to-face using WhatsApp. In addition, managers also can evaluate employees' performance by artificial intelligence (AI). AI can analyze training results and provide personalized training plans based on the shortcoming. In conclusion, management refers to the process in which managers in a certain organization coordinate the activities of others through the implementation of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling to achieve the set goals. The 10 manager roles have their own characteristics, but they are highly related. Innovation is important to Brian Lu's job because it helped him to against to the competitors, and technology today had improved and lightened the works of managers. Lastly, Brian Lu is a very good and successful role model of entrepreneur in Malaysia. Thank you.